What's up, folks? We out here. Just getting logged in real quick. Should just take a second. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's up, Joffrey? I see that you are not in Nashville right now. What's up with that, man? Nashville isn't really the place to be at the moment. It is awfully damn tornado-y out here right now. Life's good. I see that. No tornadoes in the southwest to my knowledge, at least not at the moment. Do y'all even get tornado? Do y'all even get any natural disasters out there apart from just being hot and dry? And occasionally snow somehow? What's up with that? Turn this down a slight bit. Made it through one tornado and trying to get that close ever again. Yeah, don't come out here then. This motherfucker is a shooting gallery of tornadoes. I would almost prefer living down in like Miami or out in the Caribbean, where the main issue is more along the lines of like hurricanes, because yeah, hurricanes are brutal, they fuck up a lot of shit, but you get some warning. You can kind of plan ahead for that. You know when and where it's gonna hit. And you got some time to get out. Tornadoes, you just wake up at 3 a.m. like, hey, there's a tornado. I hope your shit has a basement. Which I do not. I just got a bathroom. Alright. We out here. Alright, once again, playing Elite Dangerous. This is a bonus episode, so there's no specific topic. I might not even bring back topics. The last one, I think, like, out of the whole 2.5 hours, I spent, like, maybe 10-15 minutes talking about the topic. I feel like from now on, the Vibecast will simply roll with the vibes. And change the music to something a little bit less intrusive. Love this album, but something a little bit more laid back would be there. Alright. Let's check this so I can see when/who is Harmon touching down. Interesting you bring that up. This morning, people were telling him to go with Godspeed. Unfortunately, Harmon is mad dyslexic and he went with dog speed and missed his fucking flight. But it's okay. He'll still be here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Plenty of time to get settled in and still make it to Kill Tony later in the afternoon and then another day on Saturday, so it's all good. All good. Excuse me. Alright, let's see. Let's hook ourselves up with a transportation mission. It's gonna pay me a lot of money here. Let's see. 2 units of grain for how much money? Anything better that I have a ship that can do? Let's see, 8 units of fish. I think I can do 8 units of fish. It's probably gonna be a long ass flight, but hey, we're podcasting. Is what it is. Alright. Load me up. Let's make sure that the fish is in the fish tank. Let's see, inventory. Yep, 8 units of fish. We out here. Let's plot a course. course from here. I plot a course from... This right? How did I do it last time? This was so simple. No. It is from here. Why was it so simple last time, but oh, okay. Because I'm dumb as hell, that's why. Alright. Set sail. So how you doing out there, man? I mean, I literally already asked that, but same question, this time more specific. How you doing, bro? What's going on? How is ABQ? Go fly out the mail slot here. ABQ is terrible. So I hear. I think I mentioned before, but my sister lives out there. She doesn't entirely dislike it, but we're also from Charleston, West Virginia, and you can't really do a hell of a lot worse than that. But I do know that she's trying to make it out of there to, well, honestly, where our mom is out in the Caribbean, but I think at least like Santa Fe she believes to be a better situation. She might be right, I don't know. Lots of senseless murders. Yeah. There was a lot of that out in Charleston too. A little bit out here in Nashville, but like compared to Charleston, Nashville is like Disney World. There ain't a whole lot to worry about out here. But yeah, that seems to be like a common theme with the West Coast in general. Seems kind of sketchy. Definitely a better situation than Santa Fe. Yeah, so I hear. I did spend like actually about a week in Albuquerque. I thought it was pretty cool. I definitely appreciated how much less traffic there is compared to Nashville, but I imagine most places got less traffic than Nashville. But you could definitely do worse than here too, like Pittsburgh traffic and the roads out there. Absolutely heinous. Ooh. I don't know if y'all heard that, but that was the sound of thunder crashing. You might get to see me killed by a tornado live on stream. That would be fun. How many jumps we got? 30? Not too bad. But the goal is to get out of New Mexico ASAP. Get out of New Mexico to where? Where are you going, bro? I mean, if you're not trying to go too far from New Mexico, Colorado seems pretty nice. Pretty damn expensive, but pretty nice. I gave it a lot of consideration to like whenever I was moving out of West Virginia, it was either gonna be here where I'm at in Nashville, down into Austin, Texas, because at the time Austin wasn't what it is now, but there were rumblings of Austin turning into like the new comedy capital of the world. But Colorado, like Denver, Colorado Springs was also definitely on the list just because I really like the music scene out there. But comedy scene's a little bit more important because I can do comedy, I can't play music worth a damn. I tried. I might link y'all to my SoundCloud sometime so you can see what I'm talking about. Either back to Austin. Wait, you said either back to Austin most likely. Does that imply that there is like a second option? And what do you mean back to Austin? Did you used to live there? What is this all about? But yeah. I kind of have some regrets about moving to Nashville instead of Austin. There's definitely more happening out in Austin. But Nashville won out because it was within a day's drive back home. I got some family up here. I knew a lot of people out here. At the time, I didn't really know anyone in Austin. I do now, but Nashville just made more sense back in 2020. Which, thankfully, it is no longer 2020. This is a pretty star system. Got a second star all the way up there. Give me a big, got a dad real. Alright, do your thing. Out here raising the next generation. Hopefully they have a good enough childhood to not grow up to be comedians. I genuinely wonder if there's any comics out there, comics that are actually funny, that just had a fucking wonderful childhood. None that I am aware of. That's why Tony keeps on asking if their parents are still together. Which, oddly enough, I don't think he's ever actually addressed this on the show, but William Montgomery's parents together, and he's like, you know, Tony's best boy. Yeah, I see there's two people on the stream right now. Who is this mysterious second person? Who am I speaking with right now? Pretty much every time I have ever asked that question on stream, the second person just leaves basically immediately. It's whatever. I'm just killing time out here. I was gonna move from ATX to ABQ in 2003. Oh, okay. I mean, when you say you moved, do you mean you moved or your family moved? Because if you moved on your own accord, that would imply that you are a lot older than I thought. But yeah, Austin is definitely the move if you can swing it. Diecast Outcast. Possum Brian. What's up, man? Proud to be on your living room television. That's what's up. That's one thing that I don't love about doing CWG on Facebook, which doing CWG on Facebook for UU20, okay, alright, that makes sense, is that, like, there's, unless you have, like, a smart TV, which I guess people who aren't, like, as broke as I am mostly do have smart TVs these days, and you can just, like, throw whatever's on your phone screen up to the TV. There's no, like, you know, watch videos on Facebook app on TVs or PlayStations or whatever, the way that there is YouTube. That and Facebook isn't really as good for promoting your content. But I don't know, it's working out. We'll get there one day. Maybe if me or Harmon or a friend or someone gets pulled up on Kill Tony in the next 2 days, we can shout out to YouTube executives to bring a like comment feature onto the YouTube live, so we can go back to there, because like we are only just now getting the kind of viewership on the Facebook live streams that we got on the YouTube live streams, like by episode 3. Like I said, we'll get there eventually, and the situation will definitely improve once we can start streaming from our Facebook page instead of just Harmon's account. And Yeah. Things get better every week. Except for this week, because there is no CWG. That and Joffrey, I didn't know you had a twin. Is it like an identical twin, a fraternal twin, or is it like this kind of situation where he's like a really close friend and like, yeah, man, that's my twin. We're out here twinning. You know what I would really like to do by the time I graduate college is just make my own fucking platform and like kind of a cross between Twitch and YouTube, but it's tailored specifically for comedy and comedians. 2 minutes older for oh, okay, cool. So you're twins, but you don't have that freakish like psychic link that identical twins have. That's a good thing. It's a little bit creepy if I'm honest. But yeah, I want to make my own platform, like, for comedians. There ain't gonna be no type of censorship. I want to make it something that's, like, accessible and palatable to... that isn't, like, so polarizing the way platforms like Rumble and these days X are. I don't even know if that's possible. Like, just the fact that it's totally uncensored, that itself might repel a lot of the left, which I don't want to do. But I don't know how I would make that work, but I just want it to be free and open, and I don't really want to take too much away from the people who are creating on the platform. Like, I might scoop up just a big enough percentage of the ad revenue on there just to keep the platform going. Like, I don't need to sit there and rake in, you know, millions and billions of dollars like the executives at YouTube or Twitch or whatever the hell else are doing. Just enough to, you know, cool little mansion, vacation house, maybe a yacht and a 12-car garage. But not too much. I don't need billions. Nope, we got that. Oh, you got the psychic connection and the, like, the shining type of creepiness. That's cool. It's a vibe. I don't know how I would be able to handle it if I pulled up to Albuquerque, got out the car, and then there was just two of you standing there. That might throw me for a bit of a loop. I would get over it quickly, though. Man, I bring my phone, my vape, my nothing. Alright, once I make this jump, I'm gonna get up for a second and go bring my stuff. This stream was just super spur of the moment, impromptu. Impulse decision. Alright, let me get to where I can scoop fuel but not burn up my whole ass ship. Alright, that'll do. Right back, you guys. This in. Man, I took my headphones off and I can hear it thundering out there like a motherfucker. I really hope some bullshit doesn't happen like KT gets canceled for weather. Because the weather tomorrow, it shouldn't be too bad. It's at least not supposed to be raining too much. But, it's certainly gonna be storming all night. Well, I guess the forecast did improve for Saturday a little bit, but there are still tornadoes all over the place right now, and like the worst of the weather is like in Nashville at the moment, or at least the last time I checked the weather like 20-30 minutes ago. That, and there was some bullshit happening at the airport, something about ground stoppage, like planes ain't leaving. Hopefully that doesn't mean that planes, hope they're at least landing. Because I imagine there's, well, hopefully it doesn't fuck up, like, Tony and Red Band and the regulars' travel plans. And hopefully it doesn't fuck up Harmon's travel plans either. Although shit should be fine tomorrow morning when he gets here. I think a Fender messaged me. Check that real quick. Yeah, I'm trying to link up with the Fender, maybe later tonight, hit at least one of the open mics happening out here. It's rush hour now. I am trying to navigate all this, plus all the storms and ponding, and it is currently a monumental shit show out there right now. Hopefully things will be better a bit later this evening. Any more jumps? 20? Alright, yeah, we're a third of the way there. Oh, shit. Offender is calling me. Alright, you guys, Offender's gonna join us live on stream. Hey man, I'm currently podcasting. Is that okay, or should I turn it?
I'm so sorry.
Don't be.
Alright.
Alright, but yeah, you were. Oh, okay. Alright, he hung up. But yeah, I might hop off and, yeah, hold up. Let me throw We'll Be Right Back at you real quick. Alright, yeah, that was Bender just coordinating tonight's adventures with him. Hope, oh, excuse me, all of you didn't tune out there. But yeah, I was trying to hit him up a little bit earlier, and he just didn't get back to me with where he was at before rush hour, and I ain't finna drive in all this rush hour traffic with all the tornadoes happening right now. Just ain't the move. But yeah, trying to hit at least one open mic tonight. And hopefully there's no cover charge, because your boy is broker than a motherfucker. Like, legit, do not know how I'm gonna pay rent, which is due by Saturday. But I have learned a nice little life hack to paying rent. If I pay rent because it's a bank transfer after about, I think, like 8 o'clock at night, I usually wait until 10 just in case. It doesn't go through until like 2 business days later. Just be a little bit more time to find some cash. Who's still here left with us? Still got Possum and Joffrey. Got your first stand-up set May 3rd? What? As in, like, it's gonna be your first time at an open mic, or this is gonna be your first paid gig, or what's going on? I didn't know ABQ had a comedy scene like that. Unless you're, like, traveling far away to do it. And you should definitely hop on Discord at some point and run your bits by us. Yeah, it's been actually quite a while since I've gone on stage to do stand-up myself, which has got me nervous. Like, I did that one set out in the Caribbean, which that went pretty well. But aside from that, I haven't been to a single open mic since like last summer. Just between work and school and podcasting and the 30 to 40 minute drive it takes to get to any of these mics, I just ain't had the time nor the gas money. It's gonna be my first time doing a 35 minute set opening for actual ooh, okay. If you're even allowed to tell who's this actual comic you're gonna open for. The Jin Krua, that's you guys. Yeah, once we reach our destination here, I might go ahead and cut the stream there. It's a little surprise impromptu bonus stream anyway. Because I gotta get something to eat, because once I get to this open mic, I can't be paying for no food there. I gotta eat what I got. All locals. Okay, fair enough. But it's still a real life set with real life comics. That ain't no small thing. Some of these, you know, small time local comedians, all they need is one big break, and then all of a sudden They get real shit. They're golden ticket winners. They're regulars. They're going on tour. Maybe the local comic that gets the really cool big break is you. You never know. Ugh. Maybe an energy drink will be in order too. The comedy scene is actually growing super fast. I think it's growing super fast everywhere. Like, back, the last time I was doing open mics, like, at the end of this past summer, like early this past fall, like there really wasn't much happening with the comedy scene in Nashville, at least not in comparison to like Austin. There was only one, maybe two, if you're lucky, 3 mics on any given night, and they were all happening at the same time, so you really could only go to one. But earlier today, I was looking at like this Google Doc that I have that has information on all the open mics out here, and now there's like 3 to 4 happening every night at different times, so you can hit more than one. It's finally starting to get somewhere, and I think KT has a lot to do with it. It's certainly been the demand. In between, like, Theo Vaughn, Chelsea Lynn, Dusty Slay, and Fiona Colley, like, the Nashville scene, people are really starting to put us on. I got sent one of those, and I was hella surprised. You got sent one of what now? Like an invite to the comedy show to open? I mean, just simply putting yourself out there, that's a big step that, you know, it's a very simple thing to do, but there's a lot of people that just don't do that, and that alone can put you ahead. We're deep in Empire territory right now. Blank has all the open mics. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's super handy. I'm glad that someone did that. Or else there would have been just so much. Like, the mics that I did go to, I probably would have never known about them. Because there's only really, like, 3 actual comedy clubs that I know of here in Nashville. There's Zanies, which don't even have no fucking open mic. There's Third Coast, which they have an open mic. It's just 1 night a week. And there's this other place called the East Room, again, 1 night a week. And the 2 that do have open mics, it's hard as shit to get up. Like, I must have been to Third Coast Comedy Club 10 or 12 times and never got called up a single time. Like, there's damn near, like, I think there's slots for, like, I think maybe 15 comics to go up in a night and do their 4 minutes. And there's rumors floating around that the only people that even get to go up are the people that the promoters, like, know who they are. Like, they did random bucket pulls at one point, but they just quit doing that altogether, and it just, I don't know. The way it got decided just sort of went down behind closed doors after a while, and you know, it is what it is. They want to put on an entertaining show, but it kind of shafted the unknowns like me, but I'm not really an unknown anymore, just because CWG put me on. But I'm still an unknown in this scene. It's crazy. Like, people in Austin know who I am, but people, like, right here where I'm actually at, they got no clue. Find out soon enough, especially if I get pulled out the bucket tomorrow night. Your Saturday night. But at the end of the day, like, stand-up comedy is just one thing out of many that I'm trying to do. The main goal, really, it's podcasting and YouTube. Because I put serious effort into being a YouTuber long before I put serious effort into being a comic. Like, I do want to be a stand-up, I do want to go on tour, but I don't want that to be my only thing, or really even my main thing. I'm just not that social of a person to be hanging out at comedy clubs every night. Like, I'm just too introverted for that. I gotta go try it, but I'll be in the Discord later. Alright, sounds good, man. I'll catch you. But yeah. I want to do that. I got an idea for like a sitcom I want to produce, and a comic book I'm trying to write. And if all those fails, I'm working on my cybersecurity degree, and I can just have like a regular IT job and work on a bunch of dead-end projects that go nowhere while I work from home or work from the beach, whatever I happen to be doing. And I don't really give a shit, like, if any of these projects, aside from CWG, if any of my personal projects ever take off. The point is just that I like doing them. And if there's even one person that enjoys the work, then I'm happy. Yes, sir. Alright, it seems that I'm currently broadcasting to 0 people. But that's okay. We're gonna keep it going anyways. Let's see, 10 more jumps. We'll make it. We gonna make it. Shit, what time is it? 4:45, okay. But yeah, I wonder what the Google Doc would look like in Austin. I'll bet you they got more than an average of 2 to 3 mics happening at any given night. I think a lot of the clubs out there have open mics, if not every night, then like almost every night. One of many reasons that I kind of want to go out there. More opportunities as far as that goes, but unless I can do something about my income, if I do move out to Austin, it's probably not going to be to Austin. It's probably going to be to just like a different place that's like a half hour to an hour outside of the city. But there's also San Antonio. San Antonio is just right around the corner. I think it's like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive, pretty close. And they got their own comedy scene, which, you know, it ain't the Austin scene, but it's still a hell of a scene. And there's a lot more people out there, too. More people in San Antonio than Austin or Nashville, I think. Could be wrong, I don't think I am. Which is crazy, it's a bigger city than Austin and Nashville, but it's also a lot cheaper than both of them. One person describes San Antonio to me as like, it's nicer than Austin because like Austin was kind of like a smaller town that just blew up, but, and so is Nashville too, really. But San Antonio like already knows how to be a big city. They got a lot of that big city infrastructure, and it's easier to navigate down there. From what I hear, I don't know. I'd like to find out. I get better tacos down there too. I don't know why I keep on scooping all this fuel. I think I have more than, yeah, 8 jumps away. I don't need to worry about scooping no fuel. Just keep on keeping on. I think once the regular season of the Vibecast continues, I'm gonna go back to playing Power Wash Simulator. I'm not super sure how great this game is for streaming, like the constant jumps and then the stars and then the frame shift drive engaging thing might be a touch on the distracting side. It's definitely a bit distracting for me. It does give me more time to vape though, which that's very appreciated. Just instinctually fuel scooping still. As if I'm not about to show up somewhere where I can just buy the damn gas.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's have us a look. Yep, weather still sucks. This must be it. Let's see. Oh, the traffic is really improved. Maybe that's because everyone's dead from tornadoes. Hey, what's up, Lexi? How you doing? Glad you haven't been swallowed up by a tornado. Is AI filter Lexi still there with you? Tell her I said what's up. But for real though, when that one chick jumped on camera, I did think it was like, because I saw the tattoo on your arm and I know that you didn't have a tattoo there, and I was like, Lexi has an AI filter turned on. That's got to be what it is. But you're like, no, I can't jump on camera right now. I look too much like Heath Cordes. Which, I don't know, I feel like Heath Cordes would really clean up on Epstein Island. As long as word didn't get out that he's actually 47 years old. Allegedly. Man, I just got done video chatting with Offender and he is put up in a ritzy motherfucker. Got a big ass shower and like mirror with electronics all up in it and a big painting above his bed. Kinda jealous, sure shit nicer than my apartment. Bed's probably a lot more comfy than the fucking beanbag Harmon's finna sleep on tomorrow night. I almost kind of feel bad for Harmon because staying with me, it's for free and everything, but it's kind of a raw deal. Like, he's got to sleep on a beanbag and be 40 minutes outside of town, and I don't exactly have a continental breakfast situation going on here. No free shuttle. Well, I take that back. There is definitely a free shuttle. Free for him, not for me. Let's see. 4 jumps. Alright, almost there. What you got going on, Lexi? Still just chilling? We are out here delivering a shipment of fish. It's going from point A to point B.
System scan complete.
Yeah, I think that next stream I'm definitely going to switch it back to Power Wash Simulator. I feel like it's a lot less distracting for the viewer, less intrusive.
Frameshift drive charging.
I might come back to this at some point if, like, there's another comic with a podcast that has this game, which I doubt. Nobody plays this fucking game anymore. I haven't even really played it much in, like, the last 5 years. But it can be a lot of fun, but the fun doesn't really begin until you put like 300 or some fucking ridiculous amount of hours into the game and get the bigger ships that can do more and earn money a lot faster and
Disengaged.
all that shit.
Frameshift drive charging.
So 2 more jumps. Yep. Hopefully I have at least a cool space station to land in. Let's see. Yeah, if traffic is still non-shitty, might be able to hit that early mic too. There it is. That's where I'm heading to. New Pictoris. Women say I couldn't find the Pictoris. Fools.
Frameshift drive charging.
Do a barrel roll quick. What y'all up to? As of this moment, there really isn't a y'all, but Offender and Cam are chilling at the hotel. Harmon is sitting in a chair at the airport. I don't know what Bacon's doing. I think that she's on a bus, probably making money. You never know. Alright. Where's the station? Right here. Get in.
Disengaged.
Of course, it's on the other side of the star. That's okay. Oh, it's a small little space station we're going to. And it is pretty far out there. That's alright, it'll just take a few minutes before we're there. But yeah, right now the current plan is I'm gonna go link up with Offender and Cam. We're gonna do open mics. Really, you might be making it to Saturday night. That would certainly be awesome. Definitely keep me in the loop on that. I keep on telling everyone I'll give them rides, but I can really only comfortably fit 4 people other than myself in the car. And it's gonna be squished in the back. It's just a little, you know, subcompact crossover SUV. But hell, you're tiny. I can strap you to the roof. You seem pretty aerodynamic. We shall see. But hell yeah, we'd love to have you. Alright, coming in for the landing. Coming in hot too, we were at over 20 times speed of light. I'll be driving, I got a minivan so I can pick people up. Oh, okay, cool. Well, that actually would be super handy. It'd save me a little bit of gas money. Not that I wouldn't be willing to throw you gas money. I just have no money to throw at the moment. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. Oh, I'm stuck in a fucking gravity well. Okay. Bringing anyone else with you? Your husband, your kid, your friends? All are welcome. Do you have a minute prepared? Because if you don't have a minute prepared, you're gonna have to find something to do for quite some time, while the rest of us are sitting in the comedian section. It's a pretty planet we're talking beside. And here we are. Cool. Alright, let's remember to request docking.
Docking request granted.
There we go, pad 1. Oh, and you're buying tickets to the show. Okay, cool. Kind of a shame. I was sort of hoping to find out what your minute was gonna be. Definitely could do it. I mean, hell, if you wanted to, the rest of us could have wrote something for you. I mean, you've won concepts on CWG before, and it's definitely competition that you've had. Alright, yeah, there's my landing pad. Alright, let's put her down.
Landing gear deployed.
There we go.
Successful. Engines disengaged.
Fuel, go down. I may put my name in, probably not yet though. I don't want to offend Tony. I mean, if you're good, it won't be no offense. Harmon's calling me. Alright. Let's answer the phone here. Hey, full disclosure, you are live on stream. Can you hear me? He cannot. What a shame. Or can he? If you can hear me, call me back in a second. I'm about to wrap up the podcast. Alright, we'll try that again later. But yeah, I mean, if you're buying tickets and you don't really have anything prepared or you feel like you might be nervous, maybe it would be better to not because, I mean, if you do sign up, you wouldn't have had to pay in the first place. Alright. Let's deliver the items. Confirm. Let me get that bag. Mission complete. Alright, so that is gonna be it for today's podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Just a quick little impromptu thing. Didn't really advertise, promote it much at all, but for those of you who did come out, I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you very much for the conversation, and if we were kind of in the middle of a conversation, we'll pick it up in DMs or Discord or however that works. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, and talk to you later.